I rank where the view is nothing less than phenomenal. For how I express and project from my abdominal. The only view better, both my daddy and my mama know. No living parents, my sons give me balance. My wife is my serenity, this mic is my identity. The world is foul enough, that's why I write without obscenities. Provoking danger with broken language and spoken anguish. Begging to get hurt, why would you ask to go through changes? Yes, Lord, life's a chessboard, master the angles. Control the tempo, be the one who holds the info. Acknowledge is just as deadly as machete swings. When spoken, the truth is as potent as that Medellin. While other sweater style is free, I just let it ring. Our time is undervalued, soldiers make us better kings. My fans on my shoulder, reaching after better things. Today I take the shot, for them I'd rather set the screen.
My mama told me follow my dreams. My daddy told me get it by any means. Stand tall, make him bow to a king. But I've evolved, you can see the resolve. Look in my eyes when you speaking to God.
Life and for those who we caught up in using what I was taught with the muse. I guess they call it proving I'm more than an artist. Penciling out my darkest while stenciling out a harvest. And storing what gets me from A to B just like garages. Instrumental with collages. Envision what I've been drawing. Broadway to give you rhythm like the great Lena Horne. So bent on, found comfort in the storm. Find peace and on when you see them others perform. Organized chaos, I'll cast it like hey ya.
Yo, party people in the place to be. What's good? It's the number one chief rockin' Knicks universe, your main man, Uncle Freezy. Welcome to the Knicks Morning Drive. Let's go. Y'all want this party started right. Y'all want this party started quickly, right? Let's go. It's game day, ladies and gentlemen. It's game day. Let's go. Let's go. Throw your hands in the air and wave them like you just don't care. And if you got some loot and a stick of juicy fruit, somebody say, oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Scream. What's good, y'all, man? I'm super excited. Let's go. It's game day. Knicks fans, where you at? Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let me start this thing off with a quote by the great American poet, Grand Poobah. Grand Poobah says, now a lot of people think this is easy as it look. Books and books of rhyme, concepts, and hooks. Session to session to get thoughts manifested, stressing and stressing to hit the world with a blessing. Bim! Let's go! Uncle Freezy got it right. Let's go. All right, y'all. I'm doing it remote. I'm doing it from my laptop. I got some issues going on here, some tech issues and stuff going on, but that's not going to stop the party. We're going to rock regardless. The original DSJ is in the building. What's good? Pudge Nice is in the building. I see you. Alfred Griffin. What's good? The hip hop legend. Cormega is in the building. Jermaine Royster, what's good? White Falcon, what's good? I see you, mate. Miss Geraldine is in the building. Okay. Black University, I see you. I see y'all. Okay, all right. Ed Winning is in the building. All right. Okay. Mr. Vince, my brother, what's good? Mr. Vince is in the building. What's good, man? Yeah, hey, Mr. Vince, once we get past this tech issue, we definitely getting back to doing vibes and stuff. We got to do that. All Future Media is in the building. Subliminal 209 is in the building. Okay. Sub is in the building. Me and Sub are going to be rocking doing the watch along later. Make sure y'all check us out for that. Me and Subliminal 209. Luke Skywalker Visions is in the building. Let's go. Let's get this W tonight. I got a few things I want to run by y'all, man. Just want to talk to y'all briefly about a few things, right? About this Memphis preview, about this Grizzly preview. Right? So I think Memphis has Jaren Jackson Jr. maybe out, but it's not as big a blow to them as, you know, as it seems. He's an excellent young player. He's an excellent young player, right? Excellent young player, right? But, you know, they're still a great team. I think they had the second or third best home record in the Western Conference last year, right? And we're playing them at home in their home opener, right? So it's going to be a tough task, a tall task for us, right? But it's okay. It's okay. I think their young wing player, Zaire Williams, may be out also. I think he may be out also, and I think we may be missing Quentin Grimes in this game. DSJ says, let's shock the basketball world. Like the Lakers surprised the... Wait, no, they didn't. Ha, ha, ha. And Subliminal 209 says, yeah, Juju got to eat. Yeah, Juju. Hey, Julius Randle's going to do his thing. Right? So the Memphis thing, with them being a little shorthanded, I think it may diminish their depth a little bit, but they're still a really good team, well-coached team. They still have Ja Morant. The first thing that we probably need to even think about doing is containing Ja Morant. Jay Boogie is in the building. The closer, the GOAT. What's good? Jay Boogie says... Jay Boogie, I'm reading this from my laptop, man. So Jay Boogie says, it's game time. All the fuzzy wuzzy Nerf basketball you used to play on your closet door is over. And with real life, the season on. Shout out to the chat. Salute, salute, salute. 3 capital S's. Life, liberty, and love for these New York Knicks. And Knicks fans everywhere. Them. D'Angelo is in the building. What's good, brother? Y'all, I have the tallest cup of coffee ever from a place called Hardee's. Yeah, man. All Future Media is in the building. All right. All right. So the focus and the focus of any NBA team that plays the Memphis Grizzlies is containing Ja Morant. That is the focus of any team that plays them, not just us. Ja Morant is not a matchup nightmare for us. He is a high impact player. Period. Ja's a high impact player. Big Oso's in the building. So what do we expect? What do we expect from the Memphis Grizzlies, right? Right? I expect a heavy dose of Ja Morant playmaking. Comega says, get on that Bustelo. Hey, I'm seeing it in the grocery store, bro. I picked it up a couple of times. And I just can't do it, man. Okay, I'll try it. I'll try it. Next time I go to the grocery store, man, I'm a, you know. Big Oso says truck stops have good coffee. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Truck stops. Yeah. Yeah. Ironically, it's weird. It's weird. Truck stops and like gas stations have the best coffee. I don't even. Yo, JJ is in the building. What's good, JJ? That's our brother. Yeah, man. So what do we expect from Memphis? A heavy dose of high pick and roll, spread floor, suffocating defense, and three-point shooting. You know what that sounds like? That sounds like us. That sounds exactly like what we want to do to teams. We want to run the same thing Memphis run. Now, their personnel is different. So let's not get it twisted because Jalen Brunson is not John Morant. So let's not get it twisted. But we're looking to do the same things to each other. Right? We are looking to smother them defensively. And there, Memphis is a great defensive team. Right? Or a good defensive team. Let me put it that way. And they have a big that wants to screen and rebound, and we have a big that wants to rebound. So if you're asking me what I expect from this Memphis game tonight, I expect a very, very, very highly contested contest. I think the Grizzlies cannot come to this game in their home opener and sleep for a minute, or the Knicks will beat them. If you ask me to make a decision on who wins, I'm not for sure. I think this is a toss-up. I think this is a toss-up with the edge maybe leaning towards Memphis because they're at home. It's their home opener. They're a very good playoff team, but we have X factors that a lot of teams don't have. The Knicks have a power forward, a top 5 power forward. When his head is right, you can't guard him. I don't think the Memphis Grizzlies have anybody that can guard Julius Randle. Now, with that said, the Knicks don't have anybody that can guard Ja Morant. Right? So that means it comes down to Memphis's tertiary playmakers versus RJ Barrett and Evan Fournier. I like RJ Barrett versus their tertiary playmakers. Right? I like RJ in this game. I can see RJ going for 25, maybe even 30 in this game if he's finishing at the rim and hitting his free throws. But in order for the Knicks to win this game, we can't have a RJ Barrett 14-point game on 5 of 17. We can't have it. And if you noticed, I mainly spoke about Memphis and Memphis's depth and the Knicks starters. And the reason being is because right now, in this moment, I can't trust the Knicks bench. I just can't. Because Grimes is hurt and out. And what it makes it seem like to me is that Grimes is actually hurt. Not injured, but hurt. Grimes, what are you going to do? What are you going to do, Grimes? Grimes is hurt. I don't believe Grimes is injured. If he was injured, if he had a broken bone or something like that, I think the Knicks would have told us already. I think Grimes is trying to play it, trying to work his way through some type of ding or something. What do y'all think? Y'all think Grimes is hurt or is Grimes injured? And there is a difference. If there's some type of bruising and uncomfortableness, and it just depends on your pain tolerance, that's hurt. If there's a break or something like that, that's injured.
No.
Benny, you can't drink coffee, buddy. Okay? No. DSJ says Grimes is injured. But here's the thing: the last thing I heard about Grimes, is foot soreness and heel soreness. Foot soreness and heel soreness. Right? There is no broken bone. Hey, and so Subliminal 209 asks, who closes the game tonight? I don't know. I don't want to speculate and get into all of that stuff because you don't know the flow of the game. Right? You don't know the flow of the game. Right? You don't know who is a matchup advantage for us. You don't know who stepped up during the game to say neutralize another Grizzly player. So I don't want to speculate about who closes. But what I will say, though, is I like Hartenstein in this matchup. So I like Hartenstein and I like Mitch. I wouldn't be surprised to see Mitchell Robinson come out of this game with 15 points and 15 rebounds. Yeah. Yeah, White Falcon says Hartenstein has been hard to watch. I think Hartenstein only needs time to develop chemistry with this team. Right? You got to give them that, man. We can't judge these guys, say, on 30 games and 100 practice hours. That's nothing. Right? I'm only going to judge Hartenstein by what I see up to about March. I'm giving Hartenstein March because the alternative was Nerlens Noel. How y'all like that alternative? I'm not a big fan. I'm not a big fan of Nerlens Noel and any other big that we had. I like the Mitchell Robinson, Hartenstein. I'm thinking, what do y'all want? Go. I got an empty coffee cup on the floor, and the dogs are like trying to use their dog. The dogs are trying to use their doggy paws to lift the cup up and drink out of it. It's weird. It's odd. Right. Here's the thing. Here's the interesting thing that I want to see. Is Derrick Rose the second unit point guard? I need to see if Derrick Rose is the second unit point guard. Right? Because I only think Tibbs is going to play 9 players tonight. I think the 9 players are going to be the starters, then quickly Rose, Obi, Hartenstein. That's it. I don't think you see anyone else. Unless there's foul trouble. Hey, Vernon Harrigan, what's good? What I'm gonna say to you is if Quickly plays off the ball and Derrick Rose plays on the ball. If you see Rose on the ball as a point guard and quickly off the ball, I think you may see the dynamic switch. Not Zay, what's good? Benny, no, Benny, you can't have coffee. Benny's looking at the coffee cup like, but it's right here. It's on the floor. I'm using one of those portable desks, like the little portable table. So I don't have room on this table for anything except the laptop. So I have the coffee cup like right here off of my, and Benny's looking at the coffee cup like, but it's on the floor. Anything on the floor belongs to me. So shout out to JJ. JJ says Rose will be backup PG and quickly backup shooting guard. Nick G is in the building. What's good? Happy birthday, Nick G. Okay, I see you. Nick G is like, yo, it's my birthday and Nick's opening night. Salute, salute, salute. Salute, Nick G. What's good, man? Happy birthday. I wish I could throw like some birthday cakes or something in the chat, but I'm on this laptop and I'm on the streaming service, so I can't do like the emojis and all that stuff. But if I could, bro, happy birthday. Wiz is in the building. What's good? Wiz is like West Coast. Wiz is like the West Coast is in the house. Shout out to Wiz. What's good, man? Yeah, man. Free Keith is in the building. What's good, Free Keith? I see you. Nick's Freestyle is in the building. What's good? What's good with it? Let me get to another point about this game tonight, man. Just to make sure that we talk about this game like we should. I think Memphis's bench and depth may be deeper than us at this point. They may be a little more consistent and a little bit more proven. They're probably a little bit more consistent and a little bit more proven, but at the same time, I think Derrick Rose is a better player than anybody off their bench and their role players. But we have one Derrick Rose and they have like four role players. They have like Brandon Clark, Desmond Bain, Xavier Tillman. I think they still have the Jones kid. Free Keith in the building. Happy birthday to Free Keith. Free Keith, I did some digging, so happy 29th birthday to Free Keith. So we have two birthday men's in the chat at the same time, Free Keith and Nick G. That must be a frat thing. That must be some type of frat thing or something. Alphas have birthdays on the same day or something. I don't know. I'm not one of them frat dudes. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Free Keith, what are we gonna do tonight, bro? We pulling this out? I think I got a prediction. I have a prediction for tonight's game. I'm predicting New York Knicks 117, Memphis Grizzlies 109. And that is my 7-month-old pit bull going crazy. Are you taking him outside? Benny, calm down. Yeah, I saw a Harrigan. I saw that Grimes and OB are questionable. But from what I hear, okay. So from what I hear, I think OB is closer to playing than Grimes. I think Grimes may not play, but OB was just mainly precautionary. So we may see some guys. Jay Busby is hilarious. Jay Busby says, Benny said the Knicks win in a dogfight. That sounds like something Benny would say. And man, I have a dog that legit can say the word man. It's strange. I don't know. Every time I hear him say man, it makes me think of Cornelius from Planet of the Apes. No, not Cornelius. Mo, what's the other dude? What's the other guy, the leader of Planet of the Apes? Every time I hear Benny say man, I think about the female from Planet of the Apes saying Cornelius. If Obi plays, if Rose, Quickly, Obi, Hartenstein are able to play effectively off the bench, I'm predicting the Knicks 117 to the Grizzlies 109. And the reason why I'm predicting that is because I can see Hartenstein and Mitchell Robinson neutralizing Steven Adams, right? And I think the Knicks' perimeter defense forces the Grizzlies into a game that they don't want to be in. And that's the thing that troubles us. When our three-pointer is not going and there are long rebounds, then we can grab these long rebounds and get out in the open floor and run. And how that benefits is teams can't use that stupid take foul anymore like they used to do last year. Made in Staten was good. Was good. Made in Staten says Knicks by 20. I'm calling 117, 109. If the Knicks win by 20, I'll take it. If the Knicks win by 20, we will definitely take it. Definitely take it. Quiet Money is in the building. What's good, Quiet Money? White Falcon says Knicks beating the Grizzlies. Yeah. No, this is not I'm not saying that we have better personnel. I'm saying that we may play better team ball. I'm saying our defense is just as good as theirs. Our three-point shooting, the potential for three-point shooting is just as good as theirs. I'm saying Julius Randle is our X factor. If we get Bubble Jew, then I think he's the X factor that drives us to victory tonight. Plus, with Hartenstein and Rose off the bench, if they play consistently like we think they can play tonight, I think that offsets the inconsistencies of Emmanuel Quickly. Right? DeRoss is in the building. Yeah, man. Quiet Money. I'm trying to get back on this grind, man. I got the electrician coming in tomorrow. I got the electrician's coming in tomorrow. He was supposed to come. He was supposed to be here today, but he got hurt, and so that put everything behind. So, behind with a lot of stuff. But once the electrician get in here and fix some stuff, we trying to use low energy right now, like low electricity, because we don't want to have something go crazy. You know what I'm saying? So we'll do that tomorrow, and after that, the Grind King will be back every day, twice a day, sometimes 3 times, sometimes 4 times. So I got a text from Coach. It says, oh, okay. All right. Okay. All right. Free Keith says, now Julius gonna go his thing, hun. Side eye, LOL. What? Yeah, man. Let me do this thing right quick. Let me throw this link in the chat. And y'all bear with me, man. When I throw the link in the chat, I probably can only do like 4 at a time or something, because since I'm not hardwired to the modem, things try to get kind of choppy. Yeah. So if the Knicks knock off the Grizzlies tonight, I think everything. If the Knicks knock off the Grizzlies tonight, that crowd of Knicks fans, like the Paris Duggars and everybody else in that group, should be like a drum major on everybody, like pointing out, like, I told you so. Okay, Paris. Okay, I didn't even know you was okay. Paris Duggar says, Josh shot the 3 great this preseason. So did Zaire Williams. Appreciate that, man. Appreciate the generous contribution, bro. So if you haven't, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Smash that like button. Help support the channel grow. I think right now we're at like 3,100 subscribers. By the end of the year, I would love that number to be in the 5,000 range. Not because it just helps, us here, but what it does is it helps us grow so that we can bring in more Knicks fans, right? So if you're watching and you hadn't subscribed, please subscribe. Help us get to that goal of about 5,000. We want to get to around 5,000 before the end of the season, and if we get to more than that, that'll be super. We're working on content here. We're working on premium content for this channel, for Patreon, and for audio podcasts. We got a lot of stuff that we're working on. Forbes List Phil is in the building. Keith Turner. What's good, Turner? Turner says Fournier is going to start until he's traded. They're not going to devalue him as an asset. I don't think they're trading him. Man. I think what they're going to do is they're going to keep him around because the Knicks need consistent 3-point shooting. You can't depend on Cam Reddish and Emmanuel Quickly for consistent 3-point shooting. They just don't have it. This is 3 years of this. Hard Will is in the building. What's good, family?
Yo, what's good, Freeze? How
And
you doing
man,
today?
good morning, man. Good morning.
Let's go Knicks today, man.
Let's go, Knicks. Let's
Excited
go,
about today.
man. I'm excited about you and I working together on a joint, bro.
Oh yeah, it's coming. We gonna start that soon. So you
Yeah,
already know.
yeah. I gotta get once we get this once we get things set up in here,
Mm-hmm.
bro. Once I'm able to get back on in Studio G, bro, the sky's gonna be the limit, man.
It's up. Yeah, it's
This
up.
the sky's the limit, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. I'm excited. I'm excited about the joint between you and I. And
Mm-hmm.
then there's a me and BK Steph are looking to do a thing on Fridays.
Mm-hmm.
And we have a big boss man roundtable with Ty Bobby and Woodshed 1914.
Mm-hmm.
That's gonna be dope. Aside from the other stuff that we got going on, man, my focus right now though is the joint with you and I, bro. I'm excited about that.
Yeah, me too. Because we get better at creating content and learning how to flow. That's why I've been jumping in when I ain't like with you as much as I can now, just to get
Yeah,
the flow back. And
yeah,
like I
man.
learned a lot just working with you too. So like remember you look at the old content when I should just be like, you know what I'm saying? It gets a flow. So the more I work with you on the show, it just get me better at doing what I like doing.
All of us, bro. All of us. We all get better. That's the main thing. We all. And then the key is providing the content for these Knicks fans that don't necessarily get content that's catered to them. So if you in the chat right now and you listening to me and Hard Will talking about we're gonna make something specifically for y'all should be excited because it's not like it's not like people that are not attainable just giving you what they feel like you should have. It's people that come from y'all, like your family, creating content that we know you like.
Yeah.
And there's a difference. There's a difference. It's like not like we're sitting somewhere and we're just doing some broadcasting for the sake of broadcasting. So yeah, man. So what do you think about this game tonight?
I'm excited about the game, and when we been Knicks fans for so long, we're gonna have our own take on it, you know what I'm saying? But we all gonna remain Knicks fans. And if I have a take on things, it's just because I'm not as sure about how it's gonna be, and I'm wrong. I'm still a Knicks fan. I would be happy to be wrong in the right direction because we've been doing things for wrong for so long. It's
Right.
not about me against another person's opinion. My opinion is my opinion. And
Right.
everybody has their own, which is always understandable to me. We could
Right.
debate about it, but at
Right.
the end of the day, it's still all love. We still all Knicks fans. You know what I'm saying? It only could go one way or the other. We both can't have the same. You know what I'm saying? I just want to see us improve, really make those steps to make it look like the team is sustainable. Like when I talk about other teams, I see how those teams is going to look a few years from now. And that's how I rather see my own team. Like, oh, I see they making these steps. They doing this now. They're not doing this no more. And it's a lot of things that we have to give them credit for
Right.
that we're not dealing with now. But I think it's brushed over because of it's the Knicks, and we've been doing things a certain way for so long. So I think they have to show that it's sustainable going in the right direction before we start giving credit. I want to just see it going in the direction so I could be comfortable and cover the same way that I see other people, because a lot of people just say they like wishful thinkers, you know what I mean? Which I respect that. Everybody just don't think the same.
Right. Right. And then too, we all have our different experiences and different memories of stuff. And so we come with our different opinions based on that. Like all of us have become Knicks fans at different times. So based on when you became a fan, you may have more patience for one thing and less patience with another. Or you may have recognized the same pattern over and over and over again. And by recognizing that pattern, you say, well, no, I'm not here for that young core thing. Just as an example. But like for instance, I've been a fan since the 70s, and core has been a buzz term. It's been used so often that when I hear Knicks fans use it now, it don't have the same levity or gravity or gravitas that it does initially, right? Because I heard the young core thing back when the Knicks had who do we have? Michael Ray Richardson, Mike Woodson, Bill Cartwright, Bob McAdoo, and all those young players. And I've been hearing the same cycle every 4 years. So now when people tell me about Quentin Grimes, I'm like, nah, man, he all right. Slow down. I've been hearing the same thing every 3 to 4 years since 1976.
Yep.
So when somebody tell me about, man, you got to be patient with Obi, like, nah, no, I don't. I've been hearing the same thing every 3 to 4 years. So it's like people forgot legit. They say this young core, they just forgot about the young core that was Dennis Smith Jr., Frank Ntilikina, Kevin Knox, and all of them. Iggy Rodriguez and all of them. That was a young core too. Alonzo Freya, Luke Cornett, all of them was a young core too. Isaiah Hicks. You remember what's the shot blocker out of the G League? The dude that was athletic like Obi. Yeah, I remember the
out of the G League.
Yeah, Tony Wooten. You remember Tony Wooten?
Yeah, I remember Wooten.
Yeah, you remember him? Remember how excited we was about Tony Wooten?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's what we do as Knicks fans. What's good, Keith?
Free Keith and
Happy birthday, bro.
Happy birthday, sir.
Appreciate y'all, yo.
Many more,
man.
brother.
Yeah, man.
Cheers. God, your lips to God's ears.
Yeah, man. How old are you today? 29? Don't lie, bro. Don't lie, bro. Come on, bro. 29.
Nah.
20.
I'm
You
30.
just, how you?
Nah, I'm 30.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
Dude, ain't nothing killing my positivity going into this season, y'all.
Nah, nothing.
Opening day is on my birthday. This is all good signs. All good signs.
All good signs, bro.
And I really think, what I think we're not giving enough credit for, dude, we literally have playable talent down to the 11th, 12th person, y'all. We will never be able to afford this type of depth ever again. And I'm not even saying it's superstar talent, but we legitimately got guys that will be battling for playing spots all the way down to the 11th, 12th man. That's a deep team. Before we start trading everybody off and this, that, and the other, because again, like I said, we never be able, after this year, it's contract time for some cat. It's definitely trades. It's definitely we'll not be able to afford this much individual talent. I'm very excited to see what these dudes do with it.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
I'm very excited.
You sound so Hollywood, bro. Are you in media? Are you in production or something?
Dog, dude, I'm in life. You know what I'm saying? All I know is I'm alive and I got hope.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, man.
It.
Yeah,
That's
man.
Let's go.
I want to be super positive. Okay, so my personal stance, and I don't like to give my personal stance on nothing. I like to be the moderator of the channel, right?
Now?
Nah, I've been doing that, bro. And because what happens is people will take my personal opinion on something and think it's the opinion of the channel when it's not. You know what I'm saying? My thing is Uncle Freezy is being a representative of Knicks Nation. That's why I ask so many hard questions, and that's why it seems like people be like, yo, he flip-flopping. Nah, what I do is I ask a question and I take into account what everybody is saying, and everybody, and y'all know this, everybody is not gonna have the same opinion all the time. You know what I'm saying? You know how it is, yo, when you talk to your homeboys, you ask them one thing, yo, how you like them new Jays? Man, I don't know. And then some your other homeboy be like, yo, I love them, bro. I got 2 pair. You know what I'm saying? And so that's what it's like being on Blowing Tears. You ask something, you ask the group their opinion, and being when my cousins and them, they got their own Pistons channels and all that. They asked me how the Knicks feel about such and such. I pose to them as like the mayor of Knicks Nation. Like I tell them what Knicks fans think. I don't tell them what I think. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? And so that's why I be careful about my opinion, because I don't want it to seem like my opinion is the one that overrides everything that happens on a Knicks fans channel. Because at the end of the day, this is a Knicks fans channel. You know what I'm saying? So I ask everybody for their opinion so that we can have conversations. That's the reason why I ask these tough questions, so that we can get to at least as close as we can to some type of consensus. You feel me? I mean, because nobody is going to agree all the time, right? But in this case, if you're asking me my opinion of what I want from the Knicks, what I want is for the Knicks to try to win 50 games this year, right? And what I want is, and my opinion is, I'm satisfied regardless of what outcome occurs. If the Knicks win 38 games, I'm okay with that. If the Knicks win 50 games, I'm okay with that. If the Knicks are in the lottery with a high draft pick, I'm okay with that. If the Knicks make the second round and try to make a push and challenge somebody for the Eastern Conference Finals, I'm okay with that, right? In this type of season where the season could go in any direction, I'm not getting ready to plant my flag on one direction, and if it don't go that way, then I'm gonna be upset, right? Basically, what I'm saying is whatever outcome occurs, I'll be satisfied with that based on, at the very beginning, us understanding that this season can go in a multitude of directions. So I'm not gonna be upset if the Knicks win 33 games instead of 50. Would I like for them to try to win 50? Yes. But trying to win 50 and winning 33 is different between not trying to win 50 and winning 33. You know what I'm saying? If you at least try to win 50 and you fall short, at least you tried. If you just going out there just playing bodies and you don't have a clear direction, I would prefer not that. But in the grand scheme of things, whatever happens this year, man, I'm okay with it. I'm not putting pressure on Tibbs or anybody else, this year. I would just try to win 50 games. And if you can't, based on the talent, I'm okay with that.
Oh, yo, real quick. Thanks for the birthday shout outs, guys. I see you, James. What's up? Yo, I feel like I like that direction that you're taking. I like that direction that you're posing, I would say, Freezy, but I think it's not as cut and dry as that. Like, as positive a fan as I am, and this, that, and the other, dude, it has to be open for honest critique. Like, you know what I'm saying? If the reason why we're at 33 and not 50 is because of certain errors and this, that, and the other, they should be pointed out. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not like you're just blanketly happy with the team. I'm happy because I feel like we're on the road to a good team. And that to me is something that I have not enjoyed. It's a feeling that I haven't enjoyed in over a decade of Knicks fandom. Like, and you know what I'm saying? Like, almost 20 years, I would say I haven't enjoyed that feeling. Right. So, like, I'm gonna ride it out until I'm gonna ride it out. The position I take is that I'm gonna be positive. Oh, bless you, my fault. I'm gonna be positive about it until they show me a reason to be otherwise.
Okay.
Well, can I say something? I want to say something to that. And I'm glad Keith said that, because it's true. Like, I think the key part that I got from what he said was how many years he didn't see what he sees now. So for me, that's part of the problem. We just talked about how everybody takes things different. We look at things different. So I think the long time, like he just spoke of, that we all dealt with, makes me more flexible on rushing, saying that this is it. Even though I see a lot of things that they did, I spoke about it earlier, how we don't give them the credit that they deserve because it's so much work to do. You know what I'm saying? And everything is under a microscope because it's the New York media. And also, again, we've been bad for so long. So I think that's just the way I look at it. And I feel like if I just look at it the way it really is, and if they overachieve, then fine. I'm a diehard Knicks fan, so if my team does more than I expect, I'm going to be happy as well. Just a lot of things I feel like we got to work on to sustain certain things to be good. Because other teams that are good, they did it by sustaining certain things, players, or building their players up at the right time. A lot of stuff we have a history of doing things the wrong way, and I don't want to blame Leon and them for that because they are taking us in another direction. But we have to see the direction and see that it's going to be something before we get ahead of ourselves. And it's still a lot of work to be done.
Right. But
Agreed.
my question to y'all is this: with that mindset, what does this organization have to do in order to change the way you think about what you've seen?
Winning cures everything, and I said it before.
Well, but how much winning?
No, not even winning to a point where we got to win a championship right away. I said it's a process. So I think sustaining winning and letting, because we have a smart fan base, just like Keith is keeping a positive mind. That's being smart, because you don't want to be thinking negative all the time when things don't happen. But people know that's true. That's how it is in life. But the thing is, we've been doing this for so long. We need to win or see a sustainable team that can win. That's what it really is. They don't have to. Come out of the first round this year. They make the playoffs this year. For me, I feel like they sustaining something that we need to sustain, or that's proving what the point I'm trying to make, in reference to us going in direction and make the fans say, "Okay, I see the direction that we're going in now. I see what they're doing, and I see the team can be good in years to come." That's basically what they really have to do.
So wait a minute. So because you said the team had been losing for so long, right? So if the team because that's on one side of the equation, right? So the other side of the equation is, what do they have to do in order for us to stop saying the team has been losing for so long? And so my thing is if we said the team had been losing for so long, then the other side to balance that out is, what do the Knicks have to give you in order for you to say that? And immediately it sounds like to me that getting back to respectability, maybe a 50-win team every year. But even with that, it provides, because we've seen this team win 50 games numerous years in a row, and that was not enough. It was for that during that time. That time, it was not enough. Now, my belief is this, because there are other fans that are in that same mindset, like D'Angelo, who says the team has been winning for so long. In order for us to get away from that phrase and that mindset, I think what happens is the Knicks have to. I think what happens is the Knicks owe you something, right? And the thing that I think they owe you is not a championship, but a championship run that takes numerous years, right? Like win a championship, maybe go to the finals and maybe not win it, and then go to the championship again and maybe win another one. Like, have a window of being a championship contender, like 3, 4, 5 years, and then that will take away all the pain of. Hold on for a second. I think Free Keith had somebody playing the drums or something. Well, but I think a sustained winner over 3, 4, 5 years can take away that sting of the Knicks losing for so long.
I don't even think that long, Freeze. I think even a couple years of just sustaining and improving slightly, or improving enough that the fans see it. And it's like, you see how certain teams is just, they look at their young players like they're already the future players of the NBA, because they already developing the team around those guys. And RJ, Brunson, now Mitch, these are 3 pieces that look like they have something there. and some other pieces that we have, but we could focus more on, see what they got against players that's already established, and letting them get in, experience. So we could then, as Knicks fans, I would feel like, yeah, this team could be good a couple years down the line. Not all for no, but we not making the playoffs type of thing. Making the playoffs, making the run, making steps every year, going in the direction of getting better. And I think that changes it. It don't have to be 3 to 5 years. It don't mean a championship in 3 years neither. It means coming from where we was, and we seeing now that we nowhere like what we was. Not making the 4th seed, they're not making the playoffs. You know what I'm saying? Nothing like that.
Okay.
And that's my opinion. That's my opinion because, like I said, last take, I'm cool if we just make the playoffs. Because if we keep sustaining that, then we got to improve from that. You know what I mean? It's levels to being great. And that's what I think people miss. Boston didn't make the playoffs last season. Neither did the Warriors, but they both went to the finals.
Right. I understand what you mean. Right. I understand what you mean in there. I would say, let me bring in Jay Boogie. Jay Boogie, how you doing this morning, brother?
Oh, Jay Boogie up here. Salute, Bug.
What's good, brethren? I'm good, man. Salute. 3 capital S's. Shout out to the whole chat, the team, everybody, man. Big time night. You know what time it is, man. Opening night, you know what I'm saying? We in Memphis, Tennessee. So what, man? Ain't nobody heard of Tennessee since Arrested Development. They ain't dropped nothing lately. No, I don't even know. I dropped before them, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, but it's a great day going on. The Yankees is real big right now. They in Houston, get ready to do what they do. The podcast is rock. We bringing the truth, you know what I'm saying? We talking that real basketball right now, you know what I'm saying? What's going on right now, man? I can't be. I'm up. I'm beat. I'm tired of everything else we've been dealing with, going through right now. It's time. Let me see, man. Like I said early in your chat, all that Nerf basketball used to hang on the closet door. All that's over with. This is real season. This is real time, real action right now. You know what I'm saying? So I'm ready to see what's happening. I think we can go down there and get us a W tonight. You know what I'm saying? Do what we got to do, man. But I'm up and I'm beat, And shout out to my man, my man Free Keep. I see he out there in the wilderness. He got things going on. He got jackhammers and everything banging in the background. And just shout out my man. I stay supporting whatever you got going on. This is my man Hard Will. So when I met him that day, I made sure I got me enough stuff until the next time I see him. The weather's changing, so I got this Hard Will. So let me show y'all this right here. I got this Hard Will going on right now. And let me tell you, I said, ooh, the fabric. Oh, the furniture. Oh, it's so warm. It's so gifted, you know what I'm saying? And on the back, you know what I'm saying, straight down, it say you got to have a will to win. And that's what the Knicks need, man. You need to have a will to win, man. You know what I'm saying? Work hard and, you know what I'm saying, play hard. Things going to change itself, you know what I'm saying? When a baby is born, it got to be carried. And after it's being carried, it got to crawl. And after it finished crawling, then it walk. Then after it walk, it get on that tricycle. After that tricycle, it ride the big wheel. After the big wheel, it ride a bicycle. And then it fall down and you get scarred. No, you don't stay there. You get up because you ain't going to learn how to ride that bike until you fall and get your first scar. And then after that first ride on that bike, you know, you ask your mommy and daddy, help me buy a car. Then you get a car. And now you get a car, guess what? You ride. Those are the steps the Knicks need to pay and take. No small goals. Small goals, they reach a life living situation. Let the goals be small and reach them. Don't set them too high, because if you set them too high and you don't reach them, then you feel like you failed. You know what I'm saying? So set small time goals and keep, you know what I'm saying, lifting and stepping up. You know what I'm saying? Not like Dougie Fresh say, but the original version. Keep rising to the top. Told y'all that's our anthem.
That's that Kenny Burke.
Rising to the top. You know what I'm saying?
Boogie taking us to church today.
That's right.
I hope y'all listening.
And make sure y'all like that NBA store on Friday, because it's going up. You heard Jay Boogie video in full effect. Make sure you in the building.
In the building, come support, be a part of what you are. The song is about the chat. You know what I'm saying? It's game time. Tell them, yeah, we outside. You know my voice, the young Mr. Walt Clyde. They say this year we blessed in some new hope. I'm courtside next to Tracy Morgan Road. We saw official. Every game is sold out. You see the fans, stars, some carpets rolled out. I'm on the track in the Bleach Report. Don't even ask for a short. This ain't a Newport. Tell them this is just in. You see Max outside, just don't let him in. I walk the street every day with some grown men. I go forth back like a Brunson. Who that is? So nice. I need a little bit more than yesterday's price. When you see him, you tell him, your boy, I'm locked in. I'm well surrounded with fans. We in the garden. Come be a part of that. That's just one verse. Come be a part of that. Come be a part of that, man. The biggest. That's what's happening. The biggest.
Damn, Keith, this is a nice way to start off your birthday, bro.
Indeed.
Day, man.
Indeed. Smiling, bro.
Indeed.
Yeah, man. Jay Boogie spitting balls in the AM.
Indeed, yo. Indeed.
Thanks for that, Boogie. Thanks for that, Boogie.
No doubt, man. Get in the car with my man Hard Will, man. Come down to the store, man. Be in the video. I need to see you. I need to meet you anyway. I need to hug you, man. I ain't never touched you or nothing, my brother. I just be seeing you on this glass window, right? Man, I'm amped up. I'm gonna calm down a little bit. You know what I'm saying? The Raiders are gonna go out the window today. Hit that like button, man. Hit that like button. Smashing like, man. Hit that like button, man. And when you finish hitting that like button, go hit that Hard Will for the love of the game like button. Smashing like, man. Join, subscribe, be a part of the sessions that's going on, man. It's a new season, man. New time, new arrival. We're landing at the Clearport, man. Come on, man.
It must be opening night.
It must be opening
night, yo. It must be opening night.
Yeah, man. Yeah,
this is what it's like in Knicks world, baby. It's lit.
Knicks world.
We outside. We outside.
Yeah, man.
Yo, Boogie get me hyped every time.
Yeah,
I need him to walk around with like constant hype music from that.
Yeah, man. Hey, NBA store, man. Check out the NBA store. Jay Boogie gonna be filming a video. You know we airing everything Jay Boogie related. Y'all know that.
I'm gonna have the behind the scenes footage. I'm gonna have the behind the scenes footage. You already know. I'll send you some freeze.
Yeah, man.
You're going up Friday.
All eyes on us, baby. They got them on us, man.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. I need some of that, man. I'm telling you, bro. And listen, man. And listen, the thing about the Jay Boogie stuff, we know he an exceptional talent. Right, Jay Boogie is an even better person. That's the whole thing I've been trying to tell everybody the whole time. We know the talent is there. We already know he is exceptionally talented and a hard worker, bro. We already know all of that. Don't take it for granted. Don't take it for granted now. But I'm saying we know that, man. But Jay Boogie, man, excellent person, bro. That dude dropped gems on me on the telephone, bro. Kind of like changing life.
Most definitely. Most definitely.
Let's go, Knicks.
Yo, I got people passing by, like, yo, looking at the fits, like, yo, are we winning tonight? Yes, we are.
Man, are we winning? Are you outside?
Yo, I'm outside. I'm talking to the people. I'm with them. I'm outside, my guy. I'm outside. It's where I stay. I'm outside. That's it. This season, I'm outside.
Tell them you got the North Face out and you outside.
Yes.
It's Grizzly season. Let's go.
Fact.
Let's go.
Let's go.
It's Tim's and North Face hoodies. That's it.
That's it.
Them. Facts.
Them.
That's it. These guys we got, they ready to go. Let's go with them. Let's go with them. Let's go.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Hey, Paris Duggan, thank you for the Jen's contribution. Paris Duggan says, Freezy, let Ja try to beat us and stop his help. Bim. And Wacko. And Wacko, let me just do this real quick. So Wacko, thank you for the Jen's contribution. He says, holla at your boy. Happy birthday, Free Keith. Long live the thread. Bim. He talk about the thread on Twitter. Long live the Twitter thread, bro.
Yeah,
man.
The thread.
Yeah, man.
We came through bad times. Let's see if we could take it all the way through some good ones.
The good times. Yeah, man.
I think we're gonna win tonight. We got the Memphis got a lot of guys that's not playing. Jackson was questionable. The shooting guard,
Williams. Yeah,
it's Williams. They got like 4 players that's questionable. I think we got to take advantage. You know, a lot of things could fall into place to help you excel. And I'm hoping that work out for us because we haven't been really getting the ball bounces that we need. Hopefully it work out more for us this season. And a lot of guys make the step that we expect them to make the step in real time because that's key. That's what I'm hoping for. You know what I mean? I don't mind if I underestimate. I ain't really underestimating nobody. It's just too many factors in, but it is a lot of upside to what we have. So I'm gonna just go with the upside keep my fingers crossed because I really want my Knicks to win regardless of how I look at things. So with that being said, let's come home with a win tonight, baby. That's it.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. And I don't care how we get it. I don't care.
Me neither.
I don't care about no star, no one guy getting it. It's team basketball, man. Just team basketball, man. Just win.
And Brunson don't look like he care about that neither. And RJ. So if Randall fall in line like he been falling in line, that's the key point. A lot of people could be in trouble because, I said it, team ball be superstar ball all day long. You know what I mean? And when you got a lot of guys on their way trending to being at least all-stars, that's a good sign. You know what I mean? You combine some all-stars together, some future all-stars together, they got to prove themselves. So at the end of the day, it could be an exciting season if they go in the right direction. When we break down what really was happening last season and what shouldn't happen anymore, those things should make our players more efficient because of the energy they should have when they get to the basket, or RJ at the free throw line, or Randall having more energy towards the end of the game when he was already exhausted because he was wasting energy dribbling the ball too much. So it's a lot of things that could work in our favor. The key thing is everybody has to buy in. And then I feel like it could be like how Keith's saying and a lot of other people say, I don't fully disagree. It's just a lot of dynamics that got to play in. And when you got to make all those players agree and get along and stuff, it take a little bit of time. So sometimes losing and all that helps you in the whole. So I like the fact that y'all said we'll see what we see this season. And we'll, like what Freezy said, because I feel that way too, because we are better than we have been in a very long time. And shout out to Mitchell Robinson, man. I'm looking forward to seeing him have a very great year. RJ Barrett have a great year.
This man Mitchell was in everybody trade scenarios, yo.
For a reason.
And let me tell you, no, I feel you, but like with all his issues, he has been the most consistently valuable project on the team.
No, I meant for a reason, meaning like because he's worth something. I wasn't disagreeing with you.
Oh, true. Oh, okay, my fault. But
That's
yeah,
okay.
true stuff. But like this dude, I feel like he has as much value on our team right now as the star we need for offense. Mitch is the backbone. Like, I hope he retire in that.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Value from day one.
His description looks like a Knick. He fits the Knick description.
You think they talking about the trade scenario now? Wait till he becomes eligible after, the signing of his contract. Watch how many rumors start coming then. You know what I'm saying? They're going to even skyrocket even more. But like you said, yeah, that's our backbone. You know what I'm saying? That's that man that's defending, the 4 guys on his team and watching the other 5 making all them being 9 people in front of him protecting that rim. You know what I'm saying? I need Mitch to continue on being the person he is and keep developing and keep proving the doubters wrong. You know what I'm saying? Right. Be the best you, man. I always like to say that. Be the best you, man. Don't try to be nothing that nobody else wants you to be. Be the best you. As long as you give your hard earned, your hardest on the court, we're gonna always accept you. And more importantly, you're gonna accept yourself. And that's why the franchise, they believe in you, they gave you that money. If y'all remember last year, he wasn't even playing with Ja. When Ja was coming to that hole, trying to mold crazy. Nah, whoa, get down on that floor. Yeah, he slid him down on that wood twice. Don't come in here with that. I ain't playing with you. You ain't getting no human highlight on me. None of that. That's all you gotta do against them is stop the highlight thrill. You stop the highlight thrill, that sends the morale down inside that stadium. All that, whip that trick, whip that trick. In the bathroom that got smashed in that movie, whip that trick. You know what I'm saying? Shut it down, man. Shut it down. I'm ready, man. I'm ready.
If they do that tonight, bro, we fighting. If they do that tonight, bro, we fighting, bro. I'm telling you. If
I see a fight tonight, this is my team forever.
I'm on the TV. I got
but last night was mad spicy though. I ain't gonna front. Last night, Philly and Boston was mad spicy.
It was
I was
spicy.
like, the NBA is coming back kind of different. They was ready to fight game 1. I'm like this right here, bro.
This is the NBA we deserve.
Yeah,
this is the NBA we deserve. Like it's not just about sport, man. I have to feel like that's legit. Don't like each other. Come on.
Right.
Give me a little bit of that.
Yeah,
this is what I love.
All that showing love too much. You know what I mean? Say that for the off season.
That banana boat, who is best friends with who, stuff like, I never liked that dude.
Right. Linking up and playing with one another. And you said it right, man. If Julius give us the person, you know what I'm saying, and just allow the whole team to format, you know what I'm saying, we're gonna be that much better. Because like you said, teams always beat, you know what I'm saying, that superstar thing, you know. Why you think San Antonio had a big superstar name, but they was able to go ahead and win, 5 chips with that team, you know what I'm saying, because they did what they wanted to do. And the thing I love so much about Steph Curry, you know what I'm saying, if you think Steph Curry can't go out there and lead the league in scoring this year, average 40 points per game, you don't know and understand basketball. But he know for him to win, it's got to be team. And he allowed other things, and he developed the other players. Like last year, he came back, and his ankle was hurt, you know what I'm saying? And they got ready to bring him in, and Steph Curry was going to make him a starter. He said, nah, I don't want to start. Keep building and keep doing what they're doing. I come off the bench tonight. Them guys is playing, and they deserve to be in that spot. And all that did was make that wild boy go crazy and develop all season. Y'all know who I'm talking about. So what, he got hit in the jaw. That boy can ball. I don't care nothing about that, man.
No, yeah, because they developing in real time. And they winning, and they still playing their players. And that was a great example on how what Curry did and let Poole play. Remember, Curry lost in the play-in to Memphis.
That's right.
And they went home, and then they came back and won it. So it's like you gotta be that type of player that build up your young guys. And that's what I said. If Randall could peep stuff like that, because he already could do him, he already known for getting 20 and 10. So if you can start to build people up and let them know how you do it, then that could work out for us in a whole different way. And that's what I get when you was bringing up the teams, because that's what we need on our team. You know, these young guys getting confidence in them, you know, bigging them up and uplifting them, you know what I mean? Even though he did do that for RJ, you know what I'm saying? But we got to keep that going for other players as well, you know?
That's right, man.
I'm looking at the interviews. I'm looking at like how these guys are talking. And to me, a cat like Derrick Rose, he don't fake no jacks, yo. You know what I'm saying? So like, it's certain cats that I listen to and I know it's not BS.
Right.
I have a good, like, yo, like they sounding like they saying the right things. And if the type of gameplay, I'm not even talking about the wins, losses, this, that, and the other. If the style of gameplay that we saw in the preseason is what we are to expect coming in, yo, we're in a good place.
Very good place. You said it all right. I'm gonna add just a little bit more to it. Doing what you say you can do is always going to look better than when it sounds you said you did. Do more than what you say you can do. It's going to always look better than the way it sounded like you said, man. And you said it right. Derrick Rose is, you know what I'm saying? If Derrick Rose say something, you know, it means a whole lot. For him to go out there and do it, it's a bigger picture, you know what I'm saying? So that's what I want for everybody. I think everybody got something they want to prove. I think everybody couldn't wait, you know what I'm saying, for the season to, you know what I'm saying, restart all over. Coming off last year, we all know what last year was, but so what, you know what I'm saying? We can wash all that away, you know what I'm saying, by going ahead and starting off tonight. This is a whole new beginning, clean slate, like they said, clean slate. Everybody new, everybody beginning, you know what I'm saying? You have your own opportunity to prove to the people on what you want us to believe, on what you want us to see, and how you want us to feel about you. It starts on that court, you know what I'm saying? We already know that the team is cool together. We know the locker room is tight, you know what I'm saying? All that's supposed to transform onto being on that court. And if it transforms on that court and everybody is feeling like they're supposed to be, guess what? That's going to start making more wins. And when you have more wins, you get more confidence. You feel more better about yourself. Then we start talking more about you. And when that starts happening, guess what? People are going to start looking and seeing, okay, they changing, they making a run, they doing what they got to do. Maybe I might want to come and play with them in 2025 when I become a free agent, you know what I'm saying? But you got to do it on a consistent basis. We can't, you know what I'm saying, come back this year, rip, rock, do what we got to do, go to the playoffs. Then the following year, you know what I'm saying, we take another step down. That's what we did 3 years ago. You know, when we went to the playoff, that was a learning experience. Go ahead. Even though we lost to Atlanta, we all had high hopes coming in next season, but then we took a step down. We can't make those type steps. Continue on building up, lifting up, go on the court, play hard, you know what I'm saying, and then let, you know what I'm saying, the game speak for itself. But constantly keep doing that, repeating that over and over and over and over again. You need good efforts, good basketball, all that team efforts, you know what I'm saying, organization providing this, podcast providing this, all the Twitter spaces, everywhere, chats, everybody pitching in what they want to pitch in, you know what I'm saying? But constantly keep doing it, keep believing. Don't be all fake up on TV. Like this dude with this old ugly blue suit talking about what it ain't, you know what I'm saying? Talking to Tracy Morgan this morning. Come on, man. That's why we don't even like guys like you. And I got you in that biggest. I got you in the second verse. I got you, Steve, in that second verse. I ain't gonna tell y'all that. Y'all gotta come to the video to be a part of that right there.
Bim.
And another part of that, because we're such smart fans, we should all know progress isn't linear. You know what I'm saying? Like last year, even though it was a loss, it was still on the way to progress. So we gotta evaluate the situation fairly. That's the only thing I ask, like coming into the season, like, yo, like, let's make sure we evaluate these situations fairly.
Right. Let me do this real quick. Paris Duggan, thank you for the gents' contribution. Paris Duggan says, I want to hear about Randall, RJ, and Brunson if we're not winning. Blaming the bench guys is cap. The fans who deflect from the supposed to be is cap. I respect that. Let me say this too, though. Let me hold on. Let me say this real quick. Let me shout out Dope Soul Sports Talk. Y'all know we collab together, you know what I'm saying? Uncle Freezy and the Queen Bee, you know what I'm saying? Y'all know we collab on Fridays. So make sure y'all keep your eye out for Dope Soul Sports Talk. Make sure y'all subscribe to the channel, keep an eye out. The thing about me and the Queen, like, yo, we take no shorts. We no shorts taken. We address topics and listen, if you sensitive to certain stuff, that might not be the joint for you, but we straight shooters. The Queen and myself, we shoot it to you straight. You know what I'm saying? It ain't fluffy. Like, you not get ready to get, you know what I'm saying, a burger and a whole bunch of fries. We just straight up coming to you, giving it to you raw like it T.I. is. And that's the way we used to talk back in the 70s and 80s, how T.I. is. But yeah, but me and the Queen, make sure y'all subscribe to her channel. Make sure y'all subscribe to this one. Keep an eye out for it. Y'all know we rocking and rolling, me and the Queen. And she don't take it light on me, and I don't take it light on her. And we just go straight at it, just straight down to what they call the nitty gritty. So check out that Fridays and check out her previous content. Go to her channel, check out all the previous stuff that she did, man. Queen, listen, respect the Queen grind.
Shout out
and
to
you know
Queen.
what I'm saying? We get together on Fridays and we bringing it to you straight like that. Uncle Fulio, thank you.
I love that show.
Yeah, man. Uncle Fulio, thank you for the generous contribution. Uncle Fulio says, good morning to the OGs. This year marks year 50 since the last banner. Let's get it done. Yeah, Uncle Fulio, let's go Army.
What up, nephew?
Yeah, man. Uncle Fulio is in the building. What's good? Go Army.
Yes,
you know what I'm saying?
That's our youngest uncle.
I wanted to say something off Jay Boogie, with Jay Boogie was saying real quick. You made me think about something, Boogie, when you said, you know, how we could get somebody to come to the Knicks. Because I really feel like players do want to come to the Knicks deep down inside, but they have all these reasons not to come. You know what I'm saying? Other players, so they don't want to come, they don't come. So if we stick to what we doing, then we'll just draw people naturally. Because I think this is the biggest play. Everybody want to come play for the Knicks. So we get it together. That's not going to be something we're going to have to worry about. We'll have a bunch of people lining up to come if we don't keep looking like we starving for somebody. You know what I mean?
Hey, but you know what? That's what I did.
It's like
the first thing we needed to do is the thing that I think has been undervalued by most Knicks fans, though, even in route to that. Like, yo, like, when was the last time you heard us called dysfunctional?
Yeah,
That was the first thing that needed to be shed for us, for cats to take us seriously, and they did that in a season.
Well,
yeah, but winning got to go along with that too. So
no, like you were saying, it's steps, but like that was a big step. That was a big step. Like
it was.
How we were going. If we didn't grow homegrown talent, we wasn't gonna get any.
Man, you cut me off of that, bro. Let me tell you something, Free Keith.
I'm just saying.
Let me tell you something, bro. You know what I'm saying? Veteran free agents that want to come here. So what? They don't want to come by. We don't need y'all. What's really happening though is that these young kids coming out of school these next 2 to 3 years,
nice.
And they see the Garden. They see the Garden as a place. And Free Keith just disconnected. He'll be back. I think he at work. But I agree with you on this. The thing about the veterans, man. If Kawhi Leonard don't want to come here, so what? Kawhi Leonard, 32 years old. You got these kids now, like these dudes that are like 6'7" point guards. Amen Thompson, Stephon Castle. These kids coming out in the next 2 or 3 years, bro. What do we need to chase Kevin Durant for? Kevin Durant is about to be 34.
It's true.
What do we need to chase him for, bro? You know what I'm saying? We're going to pay him all that money for 2 seasons when we can get these young kids now.
And it's not guaranteed you're going to win when you buy into an older player. So it's like you wasted all those pieces or whatever you had to do to get him.
Right.
And it's not guaranteed he's going to win. Why do you think when KD asked to be moved, nobody really moved?
Nobody knew. Nobody.
Yeah.
For one, he's too expensive. And then if you pay all that stuff to get him, when you bring him, he's going to be by himself.
Exactly. See, that's the key part, right?
But these kids right here that's coming out now, these kids see Uncle Freezy doing a joint every day, 2-3 times a day. They see Jay Boogie doing anthems for the Garden, pushing up this team. We doing all the stuff that's attractive to these young cats, bro. These young cats come from a different era and they know how to hoop. They not coming into the league raw like steak no more. These dudes coming in, they know how to play.
You know why though, Freezy? Because you got to look at everything when you break it down, right? When you look at technology, how you could do things, more than you could do when we was growing up, or even guys younger than we are, right?
Right.
Now,
right.
you know how good you got to be because you can see how good this guy is over here. So it's very competitive, right? You have all these dudes have trainers, all these resources to help make kids better. Now, the main thing is it's all about the work effort in the player. You know what I mean? Right. A lot of stuff is distractions as well. But the talent that's coming, I've been saying this for a while. Freezy is right. Stop harping over ninth year players. And when you see the guys that's coming in, if it's an 8th, 7th year player that's still trying to find his way, trust me, this guy's coming in that's going to be right out the gate.
Ready out the gate.
Right out the gate, ready. And it's going to shock you because, and this is how I broke it down when I compared some of our players and how I always like to show how we developing and developing by players playing is a big difference. Because when you see a player come in that's young, that get drafted and go right to his team and get a bunch of minutes, right? He could easily pass a player that's not playing a lot, that's been in the league for a couple of seasons.
For 3 or 4 seasons, right?
Yes, because he's already getting ready against guys that he's going against every day in games, in real games. You know what I mean? That's
who's the kid? Who's the kid that's going to Connecticut? The dude that's going to Connecticut this year? The big kid.
Who?
The guard.
The guard going to Connecticut this year? Now, I think they got a guard already that's from last year.
No, I'm talking about the high school kid going to Connecticut this year.
What's his? I'm not sure which kid you talk. It's a couple kids, but it's nobody knocking off the next year.
What about
No,
this Castle kid? How good is he?
he's good for a point guard. He's great for a point guard. I would say.
How tall is he?
Well, he like 6'7", 6'6", 6'7".
J Boogie. This dude is 6'7" without shoes on. He playing point guard for Connecticut.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
right.
But see, that's the thing. When you said this year they got an all right team, but the year that they're going, right, they got kids that's ranked on the top ESPN 100 list. Like, so when you do the college, when they did the college for their year, where they're going to be ranked, UConn is ranked 5, and they haven't been ranked 5 in so long. That's just to give you a quick example.
In like 15 years, yeah.
Yeah, because he's going there, and a couple other kids, a kid from Seattle, another kid, Solo Ball, is going there. He's really good.
Right.
They got the big kid from Africa going there. They got
you talking about the 7'1" center, right?
Yeah, they got a Fab 5, they calling them, and they rank 5.
Wow.
But see, this is the thing. I want to make this real quick point on that, right? These guys is already, and I talked to some of these people, like these guys already projected to be one and done. So if you look at a kid like you talk about the Castle kid, you look at the kid, he's only in the 12th grade, he's playing his last year in high school. So they're saying one more year of college and then to the NBA if everything goes well. Because when you look at what you're doing, like you play for Team USA, you play for Elite 24 in the country, and you could go on YouTube and look at the Elite 24 class that they had. They played in Chicago. It's like a court in the sky somewhere. They play up high in this tall building. Right. Captain Jack, all the best players is there, right? And these guys already could kill some of these NBA players.
Right.
I'm telling you. And even the guys that was on the USA team, the dude that's going to Connecticut, his name is Cam Whitmore. No, not going to Connecticut. He's going to Villanova. Cam Whitmore and his man, I forget his name, but it's another one. He got hops. I can't think of his last name, but he's going to Villanova too. Very good ball players. They probably gonna be one and done. So I'm just off the top of the head, the NBA is in good hands, bro. And I'm glad that the Knicks is gonna need some more people because it's gonna be easy for them to get somebody to play.
That's what my point. My point to the whole thing was, man, listen, it's okay for the Knicks to try to win every game. Mm-hmm. Right? It's okay for the Knicks to try to win every game because the next few years, there are so many difference makers coming up. See, because now, aside from the 2021 draft, right? Every other draft around that has been, a draft to have 2 or 3 good players in it, but that's it. But if you're telling me that I can have an Amen Thompson in one draft and then the next year get a Stephon Castle, I don't care nothing about, man. What do I care? What do I care about a Paul George who will be going into his 13th season? What do I care about? Why do I care? Why do I care about crying over spilled milk? We didn't get Tyrese Halliburton when you could tell me I can have 2 6'7" fluid athletic guards that can play with each other in tandem the way NBA basketball, the way basketball is supposed to be. A backcourt consists of 2 people.
Yeah. We still need a real good shooting guard, I think.
Right.
But another good thing is you think about Utah, right? You think about what they did, Danny Ainge, right?
Right.
They didn't do that for no reason. Think about Popovich. That's another good example. Right. Think about what they're doing. They got rid of all these players that we cry and this is a great point to what we're talking about. They walked the other way on players that we would die for on the Knicks.
Right.
They did. Popovich let Murray go.
Right.
And Ainge let Donovan Mitchell go.
Right.
You know why? Because Victor Wembanyama, or whatever, however you say his last name, is coming, and a bunch of other players is coming.
Right.
It's coming. Trust me. And just like when you watch the NBA every season and you see a bunch of players you never heard of, that's doing better than players that you heard of or that's on our team. Like, oh, I don't even know this guy. That's why the game is more, is microwave talent, I call it, because they could just look and see faster and get better quicker and catch up because it's more of it's a Euro league. So you got bigs doing what guards only could do at one time. You got taller kids handling the ball like a guard now.
Right.
You know what I mean? That's why the Stephon Couch, some of these kids is good. And then the reason why I would say that kid is good, not just because he's fan, it's because he plays the game as the game comes to him.
Right.
He don't try to prove that he could do all this, but he had to get his shot better. He had to, because he could do so much, but he looks to see what's there and he makes that happen instantly. Right. And that's how I watch him and break him down. And another good player, Jakai Newton, he going to Indiana. Right. He's going to Woodson is his coach.
Right.
So
you mean former Knicks draft pick Mike Woodson, former Knicks head coach Mike Woodson, former Knicks assistant coach.
And that's Mike Woodson. Kyle Newton is like my nephew too. He live on my nephew's block in Atlanta, and they play for the same high school. So that's a nice thing. We're gonna get that interview too. To let him talk about how he went through Georgia and got recruited to Indiana, and he playing for Mike Woodson. So that's a dope experience for him.
Yeah.
Shout out to Jakai Newton.
Yeah, man. Basically what I'm getting at is this, man. What I went on that right there to tell Knicks fans, it's okay to be patient with this team that you have. Right? Be patient with this team that you have and try to win. Try to win with that, because you don't have to impress the Kyrie Irvings no more. Because at the end of the day, Kyrie not coming here regardless. If you try to impress, it don't matter how much you try to impress Kyrie Irving.
These young boys he not coming here anyway.
But these young boys
be on his heels coming up. You see, Tatum is already on Durant heels.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I know what you're saying, bro.
Right, that's what I'm saying. It's okay. If you're a Knicks fan, it's okay to be a Knicks fan right now, and it's okay to get the very most out of your talent and maybe only get 50 wins. Right? It's okay to squeeze all the blood, try to get blood from a turnip out of this team and maybe only get 47, 48, 49, 50 wins, because the people you trying to impress is not the dudes that don't give a damn about you no way. The dudes you trying to impress is the dudes that's trying to come into the league, that's trying to cement their own legacy and prove to the league that they can get it. You know what I'm saying? If you get one of the Thompson, you mess around in a Scoot Henderson, a Saw Thompson, in a couple years, Stephon Castle, or the young kid that from Indiana that can jump out the building, bro. You talking about game changers. Now you talking about these dudes infusing them with what you already have on the roster.
Mm-hmm.
Now this whole thing about who should start at the 2 is not even a question no more. It's how long he's starting at the 2, the next 10 to 12 years at the 2. You know what I'm saying? These are the type things we need to be looking at, the big picture, not the little teeny picture. We're not thinking about, maybe James Harden opt out and come to the Knicks. Nah, James Harden ain't coming here. Maybe Damian Lillard to come here if he get disgruntled with Paul. Nah, he ain't coming here. But you know who will be coming here? This next generation, this infusion of NBA guys that have the height skill ratio that you want. When's the last time you seen a 6'7" fluid point guard?
Yeah, man. And I ain't trying to hype it, because I was gonna say it's not just about those two guys neither. You could go look at the Elite 24 class, and they still going to the 12th grade this year. And even this draft coming up is going to have a lot of talent in it, because as it goes, you just can keep watching how much talent is going to be in the draft. Trust me, it's a lot. So it's not even about we saying that the Knicks would get one of these players. We saying that it's a high possibility that we could get some talent. But the thing I wanted to say is, if we don't pay attention to the draft, then how could we? The problem with us is we in this situation where even the fans probably play a part in this, but we make the team feel like we got to win right now. Yeah. Where we got to build this up together in a way where, even as a fan base, where we got to build. You know what I mean? We don't expect nothing to happen overnight. That's not sustainable. Right. You know what I'm saying? So by building is, you got to be willing to go on the draft. Other teams are building for the future, if you ask me. That's what I want to do. I want to be like, man, I know my team is going to be able to get some kickback years down the line. We took a lot, but we coming,
Right.
And that's how I want to feel. But if we don't go into the draft because we haven't been successful there, That's a problem. The reason why I brought up what we're doing as a fan base and as a whole, everything, right? They don't want to do that because they rushing to succeed. Sometimes rushing to succeed can mess you up. You feel me?
Right. Because you skip steps.
Exactly. You're not going through the real process of it.
Right.
And that's always be my point. We know what success looks like. We know how you sustain success. You know what I mean? So they can't fool it. You're not going to be able to skip the line in the process. It doesn't work like that because other teams that's there, they already went through the process. You know what I mean? When we talk about Boston and we talk about the Warriors, the last teams that won, they went through a process. Even Milwaukee, they went through their own process. They believed in Giannis.
Atlanta.
It worked out for them. You get what I'm saying? And we talking about chips. We ain't even going to just talk about people getting better because, like we said, we want to see a process for us to get better. That's it. Go into the draft, get some of these players, because this is my last take on this part. If a player that I draft is not showing me enough within 2 to 3 years, you need to move on.
Right.
There's too much talent. And if you come on the Knicks with that team and you can't just come right out and play all the minutes you're supposed to play, then that's a problem too, if you ask me. You know what I mean? We need some more talent on that team. I know the shooting guard position for sure. Maybe a backup, but we'll see. And that's my last take on the players and connected to what the Knicks should do, because the whole thing was connected. We're not just talking about players. Freezy's right. Like, we need to pay more attention to that stuff, because if we're not making the playoffs, why are we not getting a better player out of the draft then? Think about that.
And develop and let them play.
Our players to move up in the draft after we could have just developed them players and fell in the draft where we supposed to fall in the draft, because that's how the system works. Think about it. You can't fake it till you make it in this game.
No.
This is not the game for that.
Once you go in the draft, it's another step we got to take. After just drafting these guys, you got to take the most important step is because I was listening to the podcast yesterday, how people are debating about, Orlando, Detroit, these guys with the guys that they don't draft it. The thing is right now is they got a better future with their young core than what we have, but we got a better present with our young core. You know what I'm saying? And when I say between that, because they're putting their guys directly on the floor. They going immediately on that floor. They drafting them, you playing. Draft them, you playing. Draft them, you're playing. With us, we're drafting them and holding up with them. You know what I'm saying? If you draft guys and they got that potential and you know it, you got to play them guys. You got to play them now and immediately. Let them get their run and they burn. Stop holding guys back because the league is shifting. And both of y'all just said it. It's shifting. It's going towards more of the draft. Yeah. So, but when I say when free agency come and we got money, I don't mean go get these guys that's 8, 9, 10 years into the league. I mean, go get them plug-in pieces. Something like what the Warriors do every year. They always go get a low-key plug-in guy just to plug in. You know what I'm saying? Just to, to help out in the situation. We need guys that we can plug in, that can come in, that can, give the team a different look or something we don't have, or help elevate the guys that we already have. You know what I'm saying? It's more importantly to me, you know what I'm saying? And then while you're talking about the draft, who to say with all this young given talent, just because he said no last year, don't mean come, this year at the last moment, he might say, I'm going to allow these high school guys to come straight in. Or the year after, I'm going to allow these high school guys to come straight in. So therefore, you got to be prepared. And we have draft picks for that type of situation. But when you bring these guys in, make sure you ain't drafting them to be behind someone. You know what I'm saying? Like the situation we got with Julius and Obi, you know what I'm saying? Even though they're trying to work it out, make it way the best way possible, but it could be a whole lot better if you don't draft somebody to come behind somebody that's already there. Hit areas where a guy is free to come walk right in and take over and be in that spot. We don't have a 3. Or we don't have a 2. It depends on what type of person we can get at that 2 or the 3, because we can shift or move RJ for the 2 or the 3. We can play him at either spot, but that one of those spots has got to be filled in. And we don't have that type of player to come in and fill that spot where he could be a 2 or a 3, you know what I'm saying, a 3 and D player, a defensive player, a wing player, a long arm athletic player, person that can get up and down the floor. That's what I want to come in at 2 or that 3. Somebody that's real athletic and gifted, you know what I'm saying? But we got to get that pace going a little bit. Even though the pace is speeding up with what we got going on this year, it's not really speeding up. It's the guard play. We're taking lesser bounces and more passes. It's hard to chase that basketball. When you take lesser bounces on that floor and that ball is moving, the defense can't keeping up with it. You know what I'm saying? You can switch, but a lot of people in the league, they can switch, but they can't recover. So if you can't recover off a switch, that means you're constantly chasing that basketball, and the basketball is moving with lesser bounces, man. You know, man, we in a great situation, man. Since the guys got to get their chance to go out there on the floor, when they get out there, take advantage of it. Do what you got to do on the court that made the coach be like, I ain't taking them out. That's right. Don't take nobody out that's putting on. Like last year when you took Obi out, you know, and Julius knew he didn't want to go, but he was supposed to go back in that game. Don't take nobody out that game that you put in and they putting on. Ride them out until they dry out.
Where did we, Jay Boogie, where did we see that at? Were we in Orlando when we were somewhere? Me, Rob, and Nick. Was it Atlanta or was it Charlotte? When he took out Obi and everybody's like, Tibbs, what are you doing?
Well,
Obi cooking.
Me and Worldwide L, we saw that in Charlotte. That's the night when Obi, that was his first time being interviewed.
Worldwide L was in Charlotte. Worldwide L was with us?
No, me and World L, we was together that game. I think that might have happened in another game with Atlanta, but I wasn't at that game. I was at the game with it might have happened with with Atlanta. I wasn't at that game, but I was at the Hornet game where Obi was really putting on. It was like, and he was upset they even took him out. Then he put him back in.
Yeah, the game that Randall tried to talk to Obi, and Obi was pushing Randall off, like, get off me, man. You know, he's cussing at Tibbs. Yeah, and it's funny because when you don't see it, when Knicks fans don't see it on TV, but like when you go to the game, you can actually watch the players be themselves. And then when the camera be on, they be a different person for the camera. You know what I'm saying? Trying to project the right image and all that stuff. But when these dudes be in the heat of battle, you know what I'm saying? It'd be something else. But the thing I will tell you is this, man. I'm excited about where the Knicks are right now. Mm-hmm. And I'm hoping that the Knicks go out here and try with this talent to win every game, because, for instance, the cats like the Thompson twins, you don't have to be in the top 5 to draft the Thompson twins. You can get, if the Knicks and Mavericks play like we think they're going to play, the Knicks may have a shot at both of them somewhere between 13 and 25, somewhere in that range. They might have a chance at getting them. And then the following year, you don't know about what's going on with the class of 2024 yet, because you don't know the impact of the 2023 rookies. You know what I'm saying? So you have a shot at infusing young, flexible, NBA ready, NBA body talent in both of these years. And then after that, you basically done won about 45, 50 games in both seasons. You got the infusion of young talent, right? You able to shed some of the older guys, and I know this is going to sound like blasphemy. Even if you re-sign Fournier, you don't have to re-sign him to be the starter. You can bring him back for less money, have him be the same role, but have him be a veteran influence, but not in the way of the young guys that you brought in. The same thing with Derrick Rose. You can bring Derrick Rose back at 35, 36 years old in a lesser role for lesser money, and then have him be a mentor to the guys that you looking at bringing in, say the Thompson twins and whoever, and move away from some guys that maybe did or did not do what you thought it was going to do as a Knick. Like, say if Cam Reddish don't pan out as a Knick, then you can move on from him. Ain't no harm in that. You gave him a shot. He didn't pan out, move on. Or if you give him a shot and he does pan out, you can bring him back and put him back in that role. But for the first time in forever, the Knicks will be in the driver's seat and have options. Whereas in other years, we had no other choice. We had to beg dudes to come here. You know what I'm saying? But for the first time in a long time, if you establish a culture of winning, you infuse the roster with young talent, now the world is your oyster, as opposed to, begging guys to take your money and they still don't take it.
To go with what you said, be honest with you, with the Derrick Rose leadership, and you talking about drafting guys to come in and, Derrick can be there, to lead them guys. I'm going to be honest with you. If we draft some younger guys and Derrick Rose has to be the guy that help lead them in a way, then it's a lot of guys on our team that miss the opportunity to get knowledge from Derrick Rose. You know what I'm saying? That on-court knowledge is good, but how to play in the league knowledge, those are two separate things. And them guys, quickly supposed to have enough knowledge from Derrick Rose to where it's, now if somebody else get younger, I could be able to enlighten this guy and show this guy and tell this guy what I learned from Derrick Rose. If the young ain't teaching the young what they learned from the veteran that come in, then them guys they just really was in the way. They didn't even sponge up nothing what the guys were talking about. And then the phrase, Clyde said it on best one time before. Somebody asked him, the guys come talk to you, ask you, man, he said, none of them guys come ask me nothing.
Nothing.
And you have a legend that got our last ring, MVP, be right there calling your game, watching you every day. You don't never think to go to him and say, Mr. Frazier, I know you calling the game, but I know you watching the game. What is it that I'm doing wrong? Or is there anything that you could tell me that I'm not seeing or I'm not getting from anybody else on our coaching staff that can help my game? You know what I'm saying? They're not even taking advantage of the guys that are here and utilizing them to their strength. You know what I mean?
Right.
And real quick, I want to shout out the radiologist. I see you out there. I know you're in there. My brother, keep doing what you're doing. I'm rooting for you. We all rooting for you.
We all rooting for you.
Prayers, blessings, and everything go out to you. And real quick, to our youngest uncle, he might have dipped because he in military stat. Ain't no telling what they calling him to do. But shout out to our youngest, Uncle Fulio, everybody else in the chat too. And big shout out to our, our first lady, the Queen. I can't wait to meet you, talk with you on a one-on-one basis. I know we talk on the screen, we talk on the phone, but it's not like meet the great people that that you love and support on a daily basis, in real life. I always call her the Lauryn Hill of the podcast. So I might get a little nervous when I see her,
Talk about the Queen B?
Yeah, Queen B, the first lady.
Yeah, you better not be.
The Lauryn Hill of the podcast. So when I see her, I get a little nervous and chill bump, that's just me. I'm just meeting a top-notch celebrity, girl.
Yeah, man. Hey, and shout out to BK Steph, Queen B. Make sure y'all subscribe to her channel. She should already be at 1,200 subscribers. We slacking as a Knicks community for not having her past that already. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to the team for sure.
Yeah, man. And to For the Love of the Game podcast, man. Support them brothers, man. Support them, man. They putting out content at least 3 of. I think I saw one time y'all put out like 7 things of content like in 1 week. Was that last week? Where y'all did like 3 shows and put out shorts and stuff?
Yeah, it was. I think when you was off, we just went on in the morning, so it looked like we had put out. But we on 3 times a week: Monday, Wednesday, Friday.
Yeah,
and,
man.
We don't go. We don't try to clash. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate it. Shout out to all the pods, definitely.
Yeah, man.
Family.
Yeah, man. That's a thing y'all shouldn't be concerned, bro. It's 50 million people in that New York tri-state area that use Google, and if we complaining over 50 people, and there's 50 million people out there.
Nah, nobody say nobody complaining.
Yeah. Man, y'all go live whenever y'all want to. Go live whenever y'all want to, bro. Go live if y'all got to go live stream. Put your content out, bro, because everybody not gonna see it live anyway. Put y'all stuff out there, bro. Put it out there. Put it out there.
Yeah, because you shortchanged me this morning, Hardwell. Yeah, I watched the games last night. You know what I'm saying? I felt I fell on the snoring mode too on the second game. But I be looking for it. And last night was opening night. Normally you come through, you know what I'm saying, with the music playing and run down, who played who did what. I ain't get that this morning, man.
Oh no, I dropped that recap. Because first I missed the last preseason, but I was like, I'm gonna start it back when the season start. So I dropped it today, right before I had came on here. I had put it out.
Oh man, I need to go back. I
dropped something nice. I dropped something nice for the recap. What I said, I said the Sixers winning the Beantown. Jaylen Brown and Tatum, 70 points. I dropped it. Check it out. Let me know what you think.
I gotta go back and check it out because in the morning when I wake up, because I have my little baby and stuff be going on. I be having my phone on mute. So it probably clean, you know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna go back and check it out, man. Because I'm a fan first. I came into this as a fan, so I'm always gonna be a fan of the orange and blue and everybody, you know what I'm saying, that do what they do. So I'm looking for my entertainment, you know what I'm saying? This is my entertainment. That's why we tell y'all when y'all in the chat and y'all see us entertaining, just do the small thing, hit the like button. Like it, press subscribe. And if you like it anymore, tell a friend to tell a friend that they should come in and check out what you're watching, man. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna give it to you real, you know what I'm saying? Just real, straight, direct, on the low. Not for real, all them big time celebrities that you see on TV, they're all of them get their podcasts. No, they copycatting. They see the underground. This is what we do. You know what I'm saying? This is what we've been doing. And now they ain't got nothing going on for themselves. They trying to jump in on the podcast instead of being a fan of people that's been talking about y'all throughout y'all whole lives and career. Come on to one of these podcasts and be a guest and show your face and tell them, I appreciate you carry on my legacy. I appreciate you explaining to people who the young guys that don't know about my game, and then you're enlightening them about my game. Share the stories with the guys that's doing the podcast. We've been doing this before y'all was doing it, while y'all was making money playing and all that. Now all of a sudden y'all tired and everything. Oh, y'all want podcasts? Y'all in the way, man. You in the way. Man.
Tell them, Jay Boogie. Tell them, Jay Boogie. Man. Tell them, Jay Boogie, these dudes.
I got to do a song about that. In the way podcasters don't retired and jumped on podcasters. For real, man.
Yeah, man. These dudes. And then, hey, Jay Boogie, and I'm going to tell you a secret, bro. And then half of them ain't even good. They just do a joint. They just go live and just talk. They don't know how to moderate. They don't know how to have contributors. They don't know how to pass the mic. They don't know how to have conversations. They don't know how to put subjects and topics together. They don't even know how to pause participles. They don't know how to get like a point from Jay Boogie and break it down into multiple things so that you can have a fluid conversation. They just be on there talking.
You know why they can't break a player down? Because they never watch themselves. We watch them form. So all you be the person that we saw so we can break you down.
Right, they don't have skills. They don't. I call myself the.
I give shout outs to Steven Jackson. I give shout outs to that show. What's my man that he used to play Corey Davis?
Gilbert Arenas.
They got the
Quentin Richardson.
Yeah, I give shout out to those two. All that other stuff, Big Diesel and all that. Come on, man, y'all in the way, man. Come on, man.
They in the way. They don't even know how to.
All they don't on your feet and stuff. Come on, man.
That's why I be coming on here like Suge Knight. If you want to be all up in the videos, all of it, you know what I'm saying? That's why I have to do Suge Knight sometimes on these. That's why I call myself the number one chief rocker. I'm the number one chief rocker for a reason, because I do this. I do this. I study. I know how to do this. That's why I ask certain questions so I can drive the conversation. I know when somebody is trying to make a point and they can't elaborate on the point. So I ask them a question to help dig into that point that they trying to get to so that they can get into their bag. I know how to help people get in their bag. That's why I'm the number one chief rocker.
That's why you said that earlier too, Freeze, about like how you said, like, you want to hear my opinion or you want to hear. And the reason why he say that is because what he's saying right now, everything he says to drive, a lot of stuff is to drive the show and
drive the conversation.
Yeah, to keep the conversation going. And
Yeah.
when he come back and give his real take, y'all say he bugging out or he doing.
Or they be like, Uncle Freezy be flip flopping.
So he basically saying like, you want the Freezy perspective or you want the moderator perspective.
Yeah.
For that
I do this because I have to wear multiple hats because I am a real life person. So I will have my own opinion, but I'm also the mayor of Knicks Universe. So I don't give my opinion. I collect the opinions of others and share them with others who have not heard these opinions.
You keep these Knicks streets safe.
Yes. Yes.
Hey, yo, I don't see you check a few people, and I just had to throw my screen up and laugh. Because you gonna say, don't be just saying what you're saying and not knowing what you're talking about. Because somebody will point you out and ask you a certain question, but give you a chance to break down what you're saying, so we can make sure you know what you're talking about. Not saying that we want you to tell us what you gotta be knowing what you're talking about. Don't just be saying, because a lot of people be saying other things what other people saying. I be hearing it all the time. You know what I'm saying? And we need to get back to, you know what I'm saying, celebrating, you know what I'm saying? But you ain't get that from me. Hard Will said that right there. You ain't get that from me, you know what I'm saying? Uncle Fulio said that. Stop saying what other people be saying and not, you know what I'm saying, acknowledging that person, giving them their props, you know what I'm saying? Not act like you came up with that scenario. That's why you get pointed at and be like, yo, what you say, break that down, and then you can't break it down because you want to repeat it what somebody else said, man. Stop that, man.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. State, what's good, bro? How you doing?
Don't repeat what I say. You might be wrong repeating what I say.
Yeah, man.
I might have set you up with some shit. Oh, excuse my language. I might have set you up with something. What's good,
man.
What's Hard Will favorite line? He's like, yeah, Freezy. That's what I'm thought. When y'all be talking and he's thinking you know what you said, I'm gonna gas you up. I'll be like, yeah, such and such. And all the while I'll be like, you don't even know what you talking about.
You don't even know what you said.
They out here stealing takes. Man. They out here stealing the fake takes. Stop it.
Man. And hoarding them. They ain't stealing fake takes and hoard them. They got a back room full of fake takes. You know what I'm saying? Like
that's why you gotta be like me, be out of the way. I leave all that statistical stat talking to the brains. I don't do that. So you ain't gonna point that at me talking about Boogie don't know, he talking about you right, I don't know what I'm talking about. That's why I don't talk about that. I just talk motivational. That's it.
I'm about to say Boogie keeping this shit motivational. You know what I'm saying? He keeping us motivated because we stress been a lot of stressful days in these Knicks streets. Let's not act like we don't know that. That's why some people's over here and some people's over there.
Right. I gotta do that. I gotta do that.
It's a lot of people in the middle that's just it can't happen that quick. You know, it gotta be.
I gotta do that. Freezy just got off the podcast 2:30 a.m. this morning. Oh, let me come in here and be like Fogers in your cup and amp him up this morning, man. Because I know he like, he really don't want to do it, but he's doing it because he got the love, and you know people depending on they waiting here for that.
Yeah.
So let me go ahead and amp it up.
Yeah, people like that. They like that. They like the live, bro. They like when that live be coming up. But let me do this real quick before I bring in State. Soulfingers
not rehearsed. Yeah, Freezy.
Yeah. So Soulfinger, thank you for the generous contribution. Soulfinger says, just dropping a little something in the collection plate tip off tonight. Let's go Knicks. Let's get it. Excuse me. Let's get it. State, how you doing, brother?
I'm good. I'm in a good mood, actually.
yeah, man.
What's up?
What's up, State?
Yo, what's up, J-Bug?
Shout out to the Twitter godfathers that be in the building. Shout out to Free Keith, who was on earlier. State of the New York Knicks podcast is in the building right now. Shout out to them Twitter streets that we all frequent. You know what I'm saying? Be on there bashing heads. You know what I'm saying? The way that heads need to be bashed. What's good, State? How you feel about the day, man? How you feel about this Knicks Memphis game, man?
I feel good enough to put the Knicks on my ticket, brother, on FanDuel.
Okay.
What they giving a 6, 7?
It's 6.5 to Memphis.
Okay.
All right.
Money line tonight.
Okay.
I'm just hoping and praying that we have a successful season. Yeah, I upgraded the whole set, brother. What you think I worked 12 days straight for, man? I ain't worked for my health, bro.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, and I'm about to launch my own YouTube channel soon. So yeah, that's the reason why I had to get the whole shebang going and whatnot. But
looks
I
beautiful, man.
appreciate
Yeah,
you,
man.
bro.
Look good.
Man. Hey, yo, shout out to J-Boog too, man. Doing music is really hard. Like people don't understand hosting a pod, doing music, writing, all of that shit is hard and it's mentally draining. So salute to you, J-Boog,
Right.
for
Appreciate
doing
that, my brother.
Appreciate you. Let's talk Knicks. My only concerns as of right now is the starting shooting guard position.
Okay.
Once again, this Evan Fournier, it's like a roach, Project Roach. I can't step on. He's just still here. I have no beef with Julius Randle. He's played well in preseason, so I'm hoping that he plays well this season. So we can either trade him or we can keep him and keep Obi and give Obi the Brandon Clark deal, which was 4 years, $52 million. I hope that Tibbs play the young guys accordingly. I had people on the thread sending me clips of our offense and how it looks different. So I appreciate those people.
Yeah.
You know, I'm emotional, so I'm not really looking and searching for certain things that other people could see. So maybe if you send it to me, I could see it clearly. I'm just hoping that Tibbs keep Derrick Rose upright. Derrick Rose played 25 games last season.
Right.
And I'm hoping that he could play more than 50 games because he could sway the bench unit. And let's get going, man. And also, shout out to Cam Reddish and Quentin Grimes, too. I didn't like the fact that we spent all summer disrespecting those two boys. And, you know,
and put them against each other and pit them against each other and they teammates.
Yeah, pinning them against each other. You got people like me. I was one of the mob bosses, the leader of this bull job, but people like me saying Quentin Grimes doesn't earn anything because he didn't show us anything. You know, people arguing with me every day, people disrespecting Reddish, saying he just hasn't produced and this, that, and third. So I'm ending that today as well. I just want to have a good, successful season. And finally, fellas, like this season specifically, it's going to be a win-win for me, regardless. If we lose, which I think we will, if Evan Fournier is the starting shooting guard, because he's the guy that sways the season for me, and we go to the lottery, it's a deep lottery, and Tibbs will be fired. And I will finally have a modern offense, and I can finally probably see Randall and Obi at the 4 and 5 together. But if we win and we get to the playoffs, like I predicted, the culture is kind of changed now because now we on a up and up trending situation. I think we got the average age of 25 years old on our team. So hopefully we could get all those things together. Hopefully we ain't got to have another one and done season like Knicks tape. You know, that season still resonates with me. I'm pretty sure the COVID season, Almighty Four season resonates with other Knicks fans. So hopefully we could get some consistent winning going. Word.
Right, no doubt.
Hey, State, if you don't mind, before I know Freeze get ready to go in, I'm just gonna ask you a quick question because I know you mentioned the fact about, you know, certain things happen, you know what I'm saying? Maybe, you know what I'm saying, you bring in another coach for Tom. In your mind and your thoughts, you know what I'm saying? What other coach do you think, you know what I'm saying, say if that was to happen, what coach do you have in mind? Because I know I hear some people say they bring the Villanova coach out of, you know what I'm saying, out of retirement because he got ties with Brunson. You know what I'm saying? In your thoughts, if you made that move, what coach would you bring in?
For me personally, I like Jerry Stackhouse. But in general, I want a minority. In general, I want a minority as the Knicks head coach. I think we're trending in a trajectory where we got a lot of young black men on our team. And I personally, you know, I don't want to fire Tibbs. I hope Tibbs go up in the front office, but you know, I just want somebody younger, more fresh, somebody I could look at and actually believe what they're saying. Because I feel like Tibbs is a liar, and once you lie to me once, you're done. So you know, I don't believe anything he says, and you know, I just somebody that it's just a personal, just me personally. I just want somebody I could look at and actually feel like I could relate to them.
You believe in what they're saying.
Yeah, basically, yeah.
Right.
That's about how we feel, about you. We know when you say something, we know it's coming from your heart. We believe, we feel it because we know you talking with your heart. You know what I'm saying? So
right.
I get that what you're saying. You want somebody, you know what I'm saying, when they say something, you don't want to actually just see it. You want to know that it's going to happen because you believe in what they're saying. I get you.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. State. So since the game is tonight, man, I just wanted to say this to you so that we'll have a baseline going forward. Like we'll have a reference point, right? So you know how I try to shy away from putting my personal opinion out here because I believe, like, when you have a Knicks channel, when you moderate a Knicks channel, you want to lead. I would prefer to leave my personal opinion out and just be the representative of Knicks Nation, right? But so before the season start, though, I want to put my thing out there, bro. I'm absolutely neutral to whatever happened this year, right? Whatever happened this year, whatever direction we go in, whatever happened, I'm okay with it, right? Like if the Knicks win 30 games and Dallas win, say, 44 games, and we wind up picking 12 and 17 in a super deep draft, I'm okay with it, right? If the Knicks win 50 games, we go into the playoffs and we get steamrolled by, say, a healthy Milwaukee Bucks team, I'm okay with it because I understand their roster is better than ours. You know what I'm saying? If the Knicks go in and make some noise in the playoffs, shock the world, knock somebody off or whatever, I'm okay with it, right? The only thing, though, I'm not okay with is if any of them outcomes happen and we double down on the Fourniers and the Roses and those type of dudes, right? That's the only scenario that I'm not okay. Right?
Hey, Freaky, real quick, I gotta hop off. I gotta go take care of some business. And,
all right, boss.
I'll get back with y'all. My dude, stay up. Keep doing what you do. I rap with you. I see you tomorrow if I don't talk to you no more today. And shout out to the greatest people it is in the world down in the chat. Once again, 10 o'clock tomorrow a.m. NBA store. If you ain't got nothing to do it, come through and play a part, be a part of this.
Not tomorrow, Friday. Not tomorrow. Today,
I keep saying
Friday.
That's why Hard Will get paid all the big bucks. Y'all think I got no Hard Will got the money. Him and Free Keith, they got the money. Them Jersey guys.
That's because we from Queens. Queens get the money.
Friday, meet us at the NBA store. Not tomorrow.
Queens get the money.
Coming, man.
I apologize. I'll be on the plane there, man. Hey, Joe, what's happening, my brother? Keep that on.
What's up, brother?
Yeah, man. Hey, D'Angelo, what's good? Let me read the super chat real quick from Paris Duggar. Paris Duggar says, I want to focus on who's filling up our salary cap. And then Paris Duggar also says, thank you for the generous contribution, Paris Duggar. And pardon me for these things being slow. I'm using the laptop. I'm not at the computer. Paris Duggar also says, Randall, RJ, D Rose, Brunson, Fournier, Mitch, show me. Bim. All right. So state, I said all of that to say this, man. If I'm okay with any direction, right? But my only deal is if we don't look to infuse this young roster with young talent, then it'll frustrate me, right? But it'll be a classic Knicks move to let some of these young players walk and bring in a old veteran and put them on a roster and then try to win with that. That'll be my only deal. I love the kid Amen Thompson. I love both the Thompson twins, right? But if we could get an Amen Thompson out of this draft, or both Thompson twins, and then next year get like the Castle kid out of the multifaceted Castle kid out of the one going to UConn, the 6'7" guard that can do all these different things. If we can get him to play in the Garden, you talk about a dude from the city playing in the Big East. You know what I'm saying? Coming to New York in the Garden, it's like a home away from home for us and for him.
Yeah, man. I mean, we'll see, man. It's just one place. I got one gripe. I don't want to see Evan Fournier starting the whole season. But then at the same time, if he starts the whole season, we're definitely going to the lottery. And I already made a bet upon that with somebody. Like, it's no way. Like, I go back to my father. My father is 55.
Man, me and him the same man. Man, dang, I'm old enough to be your pops, bro. Yo, what the hell you talking about? What you trying to do? You calling me out? You calling me out?
No.
It's my birthday, man. Oh man, okay.
And I won't say my mom's age, but she's older too. And you cannot tell an older person to change their ways when stuff hits the fan. So my father had this long-standing beef with my little brother, right? And I always go to my father, yo, Dad, you gotta talk to my little brother. You know what he tells me? Son, get the hell out of my face.
Yeah.
55. Tell me get out of my face. So when Tibbs say certain things, I don't believe anything he says. Because when the pressure hits the fan, bro, he always reverts back to what he knows. I'll give you a prime example. Last preseason game, Julius Randle, he's still playing the whole first quarter.
Right.
Coach don't get it. He don't get it. Until somebody gets seriously hurt, knock on wood, or the crowd basically berates him into his rotations.
It's gonna happen.
Like, I'll never forget when the crowd was chanting, "We want Obi." Alec Burks, bro.
Yeah.
Like, that right there is a clear disconnect within itself.
Yep.
Clear disconnect. That's a I'm right, you wrong type of move. Instead of it just being about basketball. That's why I'm still a little salty with Tage when it comes to Reddish. You giving Evan Fournier all these pick and roll plays. You ain't give Reddish now one pick and roll play, bro. Come on.
Right.
Come on.
Got to care about developing the kids. That's the whole point. That's what we're trying to do. And you got Fournier out there starting tonight. So.
Yeah, and so we'll see with the Fournier thing, bro. We'll see with this Fournier thing because listen, you can only pull the wool over people's eyes for so long before they want everybody gone, right? Because listen, State can only bump his head up against the wall so long about Thibodeau before he like, you know what, Tibbs ain't doing nothing. Get everybody out of here. Perry, Worldwide West, Leon Rose, get them all out of here. Right? It's like you know how you go to the restaurant and you get bad service, you keep talking to your host, you're like, yo, my man, I asked you for water, just a glass of water, and you walking by me like, yo, water costs money. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, where your manager at? You know what I'm saying? This is the type of thing. I don't act generally get like that. I'm not bourgeois unless it's blatantly disrespectful. But the thing that State mentioned, that example of what he mentioned, we want Obi and you're gonna put in Alec Burks. Guess what that is? To me, that's blatantly disrespectful.
Listen, I'm not going to speak for you, State, but myself, being on the dark side of it, where we're being a little negative about stuff, we have the right to be, because it's the outcome at the end of the year is the same thing. The narrative's been Groundhog Day every time. If I got to listen to Keith, God bless him, happy birthday, but I'm going to get a cavity every time because he's so sweet and it's all roses with the Knicks. I can't be like that right now. I'm putting my big toe in that water, and I'm going to test it out each and every game because we've been burnt every season with this team. We got Leon Rose with the same damn suit on every year, giving the same damn narrative about stuff. I don't want to hear it anymore. I want to see the results out on the court. I want to see the young guys play. Let's go. I don't want to see Randall out there. It's been 8 years in the league, and now he's going to change. Thibodeau's going to change after 50 years in the league. Get out of here. I don't want to hear it.
Nah, realistically,
he ain't going to change. What you say? He's not going to change.
I don't expect them to change. Like I said on the other show, you can't expect them to go the other direction now. He got to just pull it off in real time. You know what I'm saying? As far as Randall, he's on the team, so you just got to hope he's going to play the way he's been playing and what we need him to do. You know what I'm saying? And reference to Keith, you know, he did say he just being positive, but he said we still got to critique the team the right way throughout the process. So that's the good mindset if you're just going to be real positive, because some Knicks fans is just like that, which I understand. I'm not like that neither. You know, at the same time, I still want to bring some positive energy in there. We do got Brunson, and the way we look, we could be in a lot of games. You know what I mean? Yeah. It's going to be about coaching, cool. So I feel like the stuff that we don't like, we're going to give them a fair shot and see if it's still like that this season. And like State said, if it don't work out and Tibbs go, then a lot of things may go in a direction that some of the Knicks fans is hoping for. Meanwhile, we got to just be cool with what's there and not drive yourself crazy, because we did get better. And I don't think it's going to be just like that. And we, you know, second round playoff team, or it's going to be more, got to be more things done. And I think this season right here.
Wait a minute, second round ain't enough, Will? Second round ain't enough?
No. A lot of people thinking that. I said my personal opinion on that was, if we make the playoffs, just the first round, I'm cool with that. I feel like that's a step in the right direction, and you need steps that's sustainable. And if we do that, and then we could get a little better, and then the next season see us improve a little bit more. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I'm gonna be happy if they do that, because I wasn't predicting them to do that, because with the amount of wins we're gonna need with the East, the whole East getting improving. You know what I mean? It's not gonna be, even though, like I said, we are gonna be in games, so it's gonna be up to Tibbs to make a lot of great decisions and a lot of great adjustments. So that's why a lot of us feel like it's not an easy task in front of him, you know, respectfully.
Right. Okay. Yeah, man. I feel you. State, when you gonna get your YouTube channel up and running?
So I'm going to New Orleans next week.
Hey, bro, come on, man. You bragging? I mean, you bragging on you high stepping. I asked you a simple ass question, and you go so high stepping. State was just legit saying, "Well, I'll be counting my money all afternoon," and then, nah, man, we gonna get your YouTube channel up and running, bro. What's happening?
All jokes aside, I just got to teach myself. I've been teaching myself for the past 2 weeks how to video edit and do background layers. I just need like one more teaching myself how to do it, because everything is just all by myself. I'm not really trying to ask nobody to really help me with certain things. Blame Dame Dash. Been watching too many Dame Dash interviews. Too many. Yeah. If you could do it yourself, why pay somebody else when you could do it? So
Dame Dash lying, bro. You know he lying.
I know some of it is a little bit of lie. Some of it is a little bit of gaslighting. So
that dude make too much money to do hand. That dude, as much money as he make, you think that dude legit do his own stuff?
I know. That's why sometimes it's like poppycock to me.
Yeah. Come on, man. That dude make too much money to be hands on.
Officially, like, I'm gonna launch it sometime before Christmas. Officially, I should be like fully ready. But shout outs to your chat, man. They bomb me right now. Sounds like somebody got daddy issues. These kids need to earn it. Bodega, you could go kick a brick. Did anybody tell me Alfred Payton to earn it, or Mo Harkless or Reggie Bullock kick a rock? Why is Fournier getting destroyed and he did his job last season? Nobody does their job in a losing season. You're an older Knicks fan. Up your standards. He broke John Stark's record in your mind. In my mind, John Stark still got the record, brother. So you but the Starks record is like one of the lowest hanging fruit in the NBA. I know.
How many teams obliterated that Starks record on their own team by the time 2022 got here? That Starks record wasn't that impressive. Let's not act like he made 350 threes. This dude made 200 something threes. That's less than 3 threes a game. What the fuck? What are we talking about?
I don't know, but you know, people.
That's how bad we've been.
Yeah,
I've been there that long. You know what I'm saying?
That just let you know how starved the Knicks have been of 3-point shooting since John Starks. The Knicks, think about the Knicks have not had a Buddy Hield, Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, Kyle Korver type shooter ever. Ever.
And this is another thing that bothers me a little bit. When people say waiting for Grimes to snatch what? Snatch what? He averaged 6 points last season and he's still hurt. What is he snatching? Like, use your mind sometimes, man.
State, I know you like Grimes, bro, but I'm here to tell you, I think Grimes is Frank Ntilikina.
Nah, Freaky.
Yes,
he's not
hard with him, man. You put up some good Frank Ntilikina stats last season, man.
Right, and look at the injury. Look at the injury concerns. Look at the injury concerns.
I'm concerned more about the injury than him being a Frank.
6 points a game in injuries.
He better than Frank.
But he better be better than Frank.
I would bet he's better than Frank.
He better be better than Frank.
He better
be better than right. He better be better than Frank. But right now, if we going off 1 year of data,
I'm gonna have to put that in my recap. He better be better than.
And let's be real. A fan like me, and I can't put y'all part of this narrative. This is just me personally, because I know a lot of people think like me. When you're untouchable with Donovan Mitchell, you can't average under 10 points per game at no point. So he's already in a lose-lose situation. Your coach won't start you. You're hurt all the goddamn time. And you got fans who's already salty about the Reddish situation. And you got fans who's already salty that season we drafted you. We could have had another first-round pick and allowed it. So you need to shape it up ASAP.
Yeah. I think the whole Donovan Mitchell take on it is because, remember, State, he's not like he was just a part of it. He was a piece that maybe they feel like they didn't want to throw in. Because remember, Danny Ainge they felt like he was asking for too much and all that. Then the market would go Burt. So I think that got taken out of context with the whole grind. Because I don't think personally if he would have held that up as bad as they wanted Spider, Leon Rose and them. And then they looked at crazy when they put everybody out there and then they didn't get the deal done. You know what I mean? So to risk that over Grimes, and I don't think it was that. I think it was like, y'all want all this, we not putting Grimes in too, maybe. And even you could still feel like, oh, that's not even worth it. At the same time, I think more was on Danny Ainge, what he was asking for and made the deal crazy. Even though I was with you, I'm with everybody. Know I wanted Spider by any means because I feel like when you.
But Ainge wasn't never trading him to the Knicks, bro. He wasn't ever going to trade because when you look at what Cleveland gave up, and then when you look at what the Knicks offered. The first 4 offers, all of those, and from an objective standpoint, was better than what Cleveland offered, especially when you take into account the draft picks.
But when Cleveland backed out, the Knicks were supposed to go in and do what they're supposed to do. And then when they put the deadline on it, I think that's what messed it up. When they said if you don't make a move by such and such, we signing RJ. That changed the dynamic. That changed it. I think the Knicks had a fair shot. Remember when the market was on hold because of because of KD, right? That's what froze the market. If you ask me, nothing wasn't moving. So
if Riley from Miami, Pat Riley would have had the assets like we had, he would have had that deal done.
He'd have had it.
There's no doubt.
Yeah.
Remember, the word on the street was we was the only one that could get him. That's why I don't believe everything that I hear because that wasn't true. And I knew that wasn't true. And I said that on air. I said, somebody could come in and just swoop, boy, because we acting like we don't really need them. And I feel like the point I was going to make, when you really need something, sometimes you got to spend a little bit more for it.
You got to go get it.
Yeah.
Go get it.
Yeah. It's more you risking when you put in the players that now you want to sell back to Knicks fans that's going to be our future. Like, we don't know. This was packaging these guys up on the first thing smoking for one player. So Come on, that's just it. We not the type of fans that don't understand, you know what I mean, what's really going on after we break it down. All these platforms is talking Knicks. So
yeah.
Like look at it, that's compounded with the fact that Leon Rose just drafts new bench players. So when you keep bench players out of deals, it's like what have you done for me lately? You're living on Steve Mills' plate. Steve Mills, RJ, he left you Randall, he left you $74 million. As of right now.
And he left you an extra first round pick and 2 extra deep drafts.
Yes. And what was messed up about that is you have currently right now 78 million tied in the Evan Fournier, 30 plus million tied in the Derrick Rose, and you have 117 million tied in the Julius Randle. That's $200 million between 3 players who all need to be off the Knicks.
Okay.
That's not a good look.
Yeah, because they're not future Knicks. I can see that.
Right.
I agree.
All right. Hey, fellas, I got to wrap up right here. I got to go, man. It's 1:00 here on the East Coast. You know what I'm saying? Got to get some work done and stuff. Man, check on the missus. Thank you, everybody, for coming through. State, we looking forward to you getting your YouTube channel up next week.
Definitely.
You know what I'm saying? By Christmas is ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? You need to get your damn life together. It don't take till Christmas to get a YouTube channel up and running, bro. It don't take that long, bro. You got to do what you got to do, man, to get started. Don't be afraid. Don't think you're just gonna jump out there and be the number one Chief Rocker. Just start and grow it. Everything ain't, because even if you wait till New Year's, it still ain't gonna be perfect. You know what I'm saying? It still ain't gonna be perfect. The fans of you are gonna come rock with you regardless if your technical issues or if you have technical issues or not. If you got dope content, they're gonna come check for you, period. So, you know, and we know you do, and we know you do, and we got faith in you. We know you're gonna be dope. You know what I'm saying? And we're gonna come subscribe to your channel.
I got kicked out.
He's got a lot of knowledge.
Yeah,
55,
man.
so there you go.
Oh, thank you, Bensonhurst.
Hey, what time your electrician come? It looks like he's still coming. You're in the dog zone.
I just talked to him. And what happened is he was on another job and he got a concussion. He was on another job and he got a concussion. That's the reason why he didn't show.
And he forgot your address.
Yeah, he didn't call me or nothing. And I was wondering, but we should have everything fixed tomorrow. And then I'll be back on live streaming and putting products up like 3 or 4 times a day. Or I'm sorry, like 2 or 3 times a day. Not definitely not 4. So
thank you so much.
Anyway, we out of here. Thank y'all for checking us out. State, just remember, whenever you start your stuff, we're gonna support you, bro. You just got to give us a heads up. Yeah,
absolutely, man. Nah. As soon as I come back from New Orleans, I'm gonna get to it. Trust me.
All right, boss. All right, y'all.
All right, later. Appreciate it.